Hello and welcome to another video. So at art class yesterday we did the old banger. I chose 3 pictures because I wasn't sure which one to do yet. I think it was numbers 2, 4 and 8. We'll see in a minute. Anyway, this one's number 4. So I chose this one as one of the 3 that I chose. I also chose this one as one of the 3 that I chose. That was number 2. And then I chose number 8 as one of the 3 that I chose. And I chose to do number 8 as the actual one I was doing. The other 2 I can do at home sometime. Maybe not in the style that we did this yesterday, or maybe, but I might do it in acrylic, or I might do it in just pencil or whatever. Just decide what to do with it when I come to it. But this is the one I did at art class. I did this one because I thought it was the easiest to do. And then they said we can trace it if we like, instead of drawing it freehand. But then if we just turn it upside down and do it on the back, the picture eventually would become the other way around to what this is. So I traced it. I don't know whether this is the way around that I traced it. I traced it, yeah, that's it. Traced it like that. That's the way around it was. Traced it like that. And then when I turned it over, it's right on the paper that we were doing it. Did it right? Went over it, and the pencil went on to the paper that we were painting on. Then you go round it again on the paper to make it show up better, because it's not always very obvious, because it's very light. So we went over it again, and then we were to wet all of it and then go over with a wash of yellow ochre. Then we did the shadows with a mix of ultramarine and crimson. Then we got onto the car. Well, make sure this is all dry first, and then did the car, and then did the lighter red first, and then for the darker bits I did another bit of the ultramarine and crimson, and it just made the red look darker where there's like shadows and stuff. And then there's a shadow in the back of the car. This is the top of the car and everything. And then blue the bumpers, and yellow ochre at the bottom of the bumpers. And then I just did the number plate in plain. I didn't bother trying to write the numbers in. And as you can see, it is backwards. If I show you the actual reference picture again, you can see where it's the other way. That's the light triangular bit that's there. That's the light bit there that's now there. Then we've got this light bit here that's now here. So it's all the other, and of course the steering wheel is over here on this one, because it's obviously an American car, but now it's turned British and it's over here. So when the paint was dry, we went around it with pen first. These bits that are probably a luggage rack or something that's on top, I did that in the pen. And then the grate at the front, did that with pen. And then when I went on the pen, going around all the pen, we went on with pastel pencils, and I did some pastel pencils. This bit here is pastel pencil, and this bit here is pastel pencil. I did it with paint first, but then I went over it with pastel pencil. And this bit is pastel pencil, this bit is pastel pencil, this bit is pastel pencil. a little bit on here with pastel pencil. I did white pastel pencil on here to make it lighter, and the same with here. And there's a bit of brown, light brown pastel pencil here just to make it look a bit muddy or rusty because it's supposed to be an old banger. And a bit of pastel pencil on this to make it darker. There wasn't any pastel pencil on this bit, pastel pencil on here. And then I called it finished. The little bit of blue, the tutor put a little bit of blue on the mirror to look like a reflection. And that was it, and I called it finished. And I managed to finish it while I was at art class. I'm not doing anything more to it now. I'm calling it finished completely. Then don't need the number plate on it. It's just maybe because it's not banger, the number plate's fallen off. I did look at some pictures on the free pictures site on the internet where there was some old bangers, and some of them the number plate was falling off, like hanging at an angle like this. I might do one or two of those later as well. We'll see how I get on. So that's what we did. I also went and I showed the tutor this painting. I was really pleased with this painting. It's a watercolour. It's of a Minster pool and a seagull standing on the fence. You can see where the dark is and the light where the sun's shining. And that's Lichfield Cathedral in the background. I like this, really good painting. But then I went and ruined it, you see, didn't I? And that's why I don't like putting tape on around it. Because when I pulled the tape off, that's what happened. So I went to the art class, I showed it to the tutor at the art class. She said, I said I was going to try and get a frame to hide this bit with a mount and that. Well, she said, stick it down with Pritt stick. She said that would do it. And then I'll get it framed so that you can hide the patchy bit. So I'll hopefully do that next week. On the Friday, I've got to stick it down with Pritt stick first. Then I'll take it to a shop, and they do frames at the photo shop. And they should have one big enough. It's only an A4 sheet. And then hopefully I'll have a mount that can cover it and put it in a frame. I did sign it somewhere there. This was done 30th of the 4th, 2023. So that's before I started the first art class. January, February, March, April. 2 months before I started the first art class. And I did it sitting on the sofa in the living room with paper on the seats, and now I do it in the dining room, which means I get less time to do it. But of course, hopefully I can do some on the table there. I want to get rid of that hefty great computer so that I've got more room, but never mind anyway. So that's what I'm going to do with that painting. Stick that down with Pritt and then get it framed and mounted to hide that and keep it, because I'm not getting rid of it. Why would anybody want it anyways? I like the reflections that I've got here, and I'm quite pleased with it. It's a shame it got ripped. The tutor liked it. It's a shame that it got ripped at the bottom. So then, that's the end of this video then. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!